Hello, I'm Sora Luxon, and this is Tarot card 9 of Wands. I like to call it the always gets back up card. Kind of like Spider-Man from the Marvel superheroes, right? Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is the hero that no matter how many times they're knocked down, they're going to crawl back up to a standing position. Here we have a card of real force, of a power or individual that looks out and cannot be moved, no matter what has befallen them already or is yet to come. This is the guardian on the wall that holds his ground, and even more will return battered and bruised to keep holding it against all odds, even knowing that more problems are coming. Sure, this is someone who's taken some knocks, but it doesn't keep them from hanging on, hanging in there. The moon in Sagittarius, from the 10th to 20th degree, is the stalwart resolve that no matter how long the previous journey, battle, or process has been, they're going to see it through. The Lord of great strength has seen obstacles, lots and lots of them, probably over a prolonged amount of time, but will still, with ready rod in hand and an ever watchful eye for the next strike or calamity, is still intent on perseverance and will persevere in their goal, whatever it may be. This is a power of force that can't be bent or broken. Nothing will shake its resolution, its determination, its firmness of purpose. This is a steady hand, a steady self, a steady course of massive strength, which can be either physical or mentally rational in nature. A lot of stuff has come out of the woodwork and likely will continue to do so for a bit, but in the end, success will be achieved here. It'll take a tremendous amount of energy to get there, but the Nine of Wands has that Herculean energy, that strength and determination, that massive amount of energy to give, and so will get the job done, or the goal met, or be victorious at the end of a long-waged war. The Nine of Wands is apprehensive. You can see that in this individual's face. There's some defensiveness here, some wariness, some fear, because it's seen its share of strife. So there is some stress here, some fear, but it is only the dim before the dawn, because in the end, the Lord of Strength, despite this current anxiety, is going to have victory. Here we have a representation of endurance, of hard work, possibly at times painful work that will culminate in success. There may be some sense of being hemmed in or fenced in by one's obligations or self-willed intention to see a course through, along with possibly a sense of exhaustion, being depleted, being drained, battered, and bruised. But all those battles, those obstacles had to be overcome. They had to be worked through, and much has been accomplished. It's just that there's still more to do. You either hold yourself to a very high set of tasks and actions, or possibly others are demanding a great deal from you. So you could be demanding a lot from yourself, or a lot is being demanded from you with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands actually advises of recovery. When it pertains to physical health, it's the Lord of Strength, specifically in health, that there may be some hurt or harm, and an individual may have some doubts as to the cessation or curing of that hurt, but in the end, they will recover. They will stand back up and heal. Recovery is going to occur. The Lord of Strength is also somewhat curious, always looking out for the next thing, always questioning what lays on the horizon. Too much of this curiosity is often the first to spot trouble, and that can create a state of high anxiety that isn't great to have to deal with. So what to do if you pull the Nine of Wands upright? Hang in there. Keep at it. If you've been knocked down into the dust, go ahead and stand right back up, even if it seems pointless to do so. Be ready, willing, and able for that next blow to land again. Whatever your goal is, no matter how desperate the situation or impossible victory might seem at this moment, keep at it. Always get back up. Keep after whatever that goal, that idea, that defense of what matters most to you. Yeah, you're tired, you're sore, but now is not the moment to cave. Now is not the time to give up. This is that pivotal moment where it's a little bit mind over matter, right? Where no matter how defeated you may feel, you need to claw your way back up to a standing position, lean steadily on your stave, and continue fighting the good fight. Do not crumble, push through it. Either victory is coming, though you can't see it yet, or reinforcements will arrive soon, so hold your ground. The Nine of Wands reversed. Yasad of Yod and its reversal speaks to us of an overwhelming sense of defeat, or of too many overwhelming tasks being laid heavily on one pair of shoulders. You can see there's the weight almost of all this wood crushing down on this already injured individual in this reversed card. This person is either bowing or bent, is beginning to fall, or is already falling to too many pressures, too much weight on their shoulders, possibly their own self-doubts and insecurities that they can't handle it, that they can't stand up against this crush. This is giving up. The Nine of Wands reversed is giving up. It's giving in, backing down, giving up ground. This is also, in its reversal, a card of strength turned into sour stubbornness, or possibly an individual who is causing themselves or other harm with obstinance. Someone who is either entirely intractable when they shouldn't be, or maybe is refusing to move in any direction or shift in any opinion, even though they would do themselves really well to go ahead and move. They're refusing to. A course set in stone, right? A very stubborn individual that stands when they maybe shouldn't, when they should maybe step a little bit to the right or the left or give a little bit of ground. Sorry. So this is a course that's been set so hard, and it's not going to end in achievement or success, but rather is resulting in just an endless path of bruising battle after bruising battle because of the inability to stop being so stubborn, right? So if this person would shift just a little bit, right, then they wouldn't keep getting hit with everything that's coming out at them, but they're taking it on purpose and they're refusing to move. So they'll never win, but they will be constantly met with oncoming obstacles or hurts. So what to do? Take a break, right? Stuff isn't going well anyway with the Nine of Wands reversed, and you're either too tired or too doubtful of your own abilities because you're tired to cope, right? And if you're too tired to cope anyway, if you're too bruised and things aren't going well, the only thing to do is to relax. So relax. Take some time and space to regroup, to heal. Then you'll have a clearer perspective on whether you took on too much or were forced perhaps by others to take on way too much. Possibly impossibly too much, right? That you've taken on so much that no one could have stood up to that task. Or whether it's just a matter of needing to fortify your resolve for the work that is at hand, that is doable. If you're exhausted, you can't tell the difference, right? You're never going to be able to tell which is going on and how to approach it if you're on your knees in the dirt just begging for a reprieve, for a nap, for a chance to heal. So take the reprieve. Do something calming, something that isn't arduous, something that isn't physical. Take a break from your massive workload if that's what's going on. Since it's also possible that there is stubbornness in all of its worst forms here, take a break. Stepping back a while is going to give you the room and perspective to see whether or not you may have taken some position that you've been holding on to way too hard or for way too long, or clinging to a concept that isn't necessarily correct, or maybe clinging to a job that isn't doable, winnable, accomplishable, right? Something, an opinion that isn't actually serving you or those around you well. So take some space, to get right with yourself, to heal. And then you'll be able to actively look at whether or not it's a worthwhile endeavor to be fully resolved in your current courses of action. Until next time.